guess everybody's ready to get started. Welcome to a very historic and special night to all of us, celebrating our first ever state tournament championship. Coming off a regular season state championship. We got a lot to celebrate. We do have refreshments, and this is going to be kind of laid back, so if you feel like you need something to drink or a snack, I'm not going to get that long-winded. Okay? I grew up Baptist, so I know how it is. Right? Y'all start looking at the clock and all this stuff. We get you something, feel free to. We're going to give everybody an opportunity to speak if they want to speak. Players, so y'all be thinking in your mind. Not it. What you want to do. But first off, I want to get our BSU director, our team chaplain, our spiritual advisor, our great steak and beans meal cook, Brother Chris Barrows, come up here and start us with a word of prayer.
Yeah, please stay seated. Thank you. Join me in prayer. Father, thank you for this night. Thank you for what's been accomplished. We're thankful for every one of the ladies that sit over here, for the work they put in, for the effort they've made, for everything that they've done. And Lord, we're also grateful for the families and for the friends that are also sitting here, because Lord, we understand that there's a lot of things that go into what's been accomplished. And we honor you with it. We honor you with the way that we play, the way that we carry ourselves, and Father, this reward we understand where it comes from and who's responsible for it. We're grateful, Lord, for this time of year. We ask you to bless everything that crosses our mind and crosses our heart in the next hour or so. And Father, again, for this moment, we're grateful in Christ. We ask his blessing. Amen.
First off, we got some special people we want to thank before we get to the presentation. We want to thank our ICC administration. Starts at the top with Dr. Allen, our president, Dr. Boggs, who's here in attendance, our dean of students, as we saw them following us all the way through our championship run, all the way to the national tournament. The best and greatest athletic director in the United States, Carrie Ball Williamson. She's very modest. I'd get them up here, but they probably fired me. But no, seriously, they are outstanding to work for. They're very supportive. All of our girls know exactly who they are. When you call their name, they're able to pick them out of the crowd because they are there for us all the time. Some other people who are huge with us, and you guys, I know, not being able to make it to all the games all the time, is our community relations and our sports information staff. CJ Adams is here. He's doing our video and our pictures. He's a one-man crew tonight because we got something very important going on next door, a little basketball game against one of our big rivals. But luckily enough, we were able to schedule this in between it. We're going to get recognized at halftime of the boys' game. But we also have Lee Adams, Adam Gore, Raphael Henry. They just do a huge service for us for keeping you guys updated. And Let's Go ICC TV is just wonderful. It is wonderful. I hear from people. I know we got Macy came in late, and I didn't see her grandparents coming all the way from Virginia, but they were able to keep up with it. They were pretty upset whenever one of our games not being broadcast, but they did a great job for us, and I think they deserve a hand. Another person who was big for us, and he's having to work, we worked him all spring, is our PA announcer, Sam Ferris. He calls the basketball games, and he's the big booming voice if you come to our football games. And most of you wouldn't know him because he looks like he's a little bitty guy, but he's got a booming voice, and he's working over there. So he'll actually be working when we go over to the basketball arena to call out our names there. So if you see him, thank Sam for all that he does. A few more people I want to recognize is our softball alumni. We have the greatest alumni there is. For the last 3 years, all these sophomores over here, both of their years, I'm still calling y'all sophomores and freshmen as y'all were last year, okay? So get used to that. Part of it, even the super sophomore, she's a freshman last year. That's an inside joke, y'all. But we have the greatest alumni. For 3 years, we've had every game we have had, whether it be on the road or it be at home, we've had either one of our former players there or one of our former players' parents or grandparents attend the game. I mean, it's outstanding. It just blows my mind that we're playing at Jones on a Sunday 2 years ago, and we got 15 of our former players and parents there at the game. That is a testament to these girls, how hard they work, and the ones that came before them that laid the foundation for this to happen. One of them being my assistant coach. We'll talk about her in a little bit. But we just had a great foundation to get us to where we're at right now. Next, I want to thank parents and family members. Sometimes y'all don't get the credit. You don't, I was their age, or two. They take for granted all the sacrifices that you guys have made financially, time-wise, to let them live out their dreams. They're getting their dream tonight when they get to open this black box right here for all the hard work they put in. But it started a long time ago with you guys. I don't think y'all get enough credit for that. For me and my staff, I know we thank you guys for allowing us for 2 years, or 1 year, or however long it was, to trust us to teach and help mature your child to grow into not just, our goals are to be a good softball player. We've got some outstanding softball players, but the main goal is to become better people. And I think we've been having a 100% success rate with becoming better people throughout the time I've been here and all the hard work they put in. But we tell recruits all the time, we recruit, good kids from good families, And when we recruit good kids from good families, guess what I get to do at night? I sleep pretty good. I ain't gotta worry about Dr. Boggs and campus police calling me. Not saying they're not gonna mess up. All right? But what I do get is I get phone calls, I get emails from our administration, from instructors, from support staff on campus telling me about things they've seen or they've heard from our girls that they do here. We've got some instructors on campus who are upset every semester I get emails saying, Coach, you got 4 of your girls in my class I'm excited about this year. Some will be upset because they'll be like, I don't have any years. How did you know softball girls get in my class this time? Because the first day of class, they know exactly who they are. They go meet them, they tell them, especially in the spring, we're going to miss a lot of class, I'm going to make it all work, we're going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that's a testament to you guys, all right, and the foundation that y'all laid before we ever got them. All we've got to do is kind of fine-tune them a little bit, keep an eye on them a little bit. Now, how did we get to this point? Quick review or recap. Some stuff a lot of you know, and you were there and you witnessed it. Some of you might have forgotten. Some of you might not even never even happened. So, how did this bunch get to be 46, 16, and 1? And sometimes we leave off that 1. It's still on the record books. We don't like to talk about it, but we are. So, let's go through some pre-conference growing pains coming off a record-breaking. And y'all remember 2018 was a record-breaking year. We did this ceremony for winning a regular season state championship over before a football game. That was the first ever state championship in school history in softball. But we had to go through some growing pains. With a whole new bunch, half of a new team. We went on the road and we beat a team 21-0 in 5 innings. And then we lost game 2, 63. Valuable lesson learned. Take care of your business and be prepared for all weather conditions. Coach Rowland. We're not calling out any names. Valuable lessons learned. All right, so another example of this team that won state championship. You see all this nice, these plaques and everything on the table here, which they earned. We go on the road, we'll be a team 20-2. And then we tie 3-3 in game 2. That one dreaded tie. What was the valuable lesson we learned? They don't let you carry over runs from game 1 to game 2. And that was a hard lesson because there was a little bit of argument if the score was actually 19-2 or 20-2. We went back and forth between sports information, and it was actually 22. We proved them wrong, but I kept telling myself, if y'all want to be 19-2, we can have a 19-2. Just give us one in game 2, and we'll beat y'all 4-3. But they never went for that. So we learned some valuable lessons there. They went on to go 23-5 in the MACJC conference, which was second. We were runner-up to Jones, second overall in the regular season, which was a great testament. It wasn't our ultimate goal, and we came down to the last 2 weeks just fighting, and trying to go back-to-back, win a regular season championship. Just didn't happen, all right? So then we enter the state tournament, okay? And this is pretty impressive when you go through the state tournament, you start thinking about game 1, we run rule Southwest 9-1. You roll in, you're the number 2 seed, you got a little pressure on you playing the number 7 seed. We had just played them 3 days before. All right? We run ruled them 9-1. 4 days later, if y'all remember, we had a big rain delay. We stayed in the hotel for 3 nights, didn't get to play. We go home, spend one night in the bed at home, get back on the road, go back to Jackson, spend the night in Jackson, get up the next morning, go to McGee, and then we shut out Gulf Coast 4-0. Very impressive. All right, very impressive. Then we get to the championship game, which is what we're here to celebrate tonight. And we not only, we better both of those games. We shut out and run ruled Pearl River 8-0. All right, and that was very impressive to go out in style and run rule for the championship. And then we're going to move beyond state and talk about some things happening in state. Region 23 tournament. Game 1, we shut out Colleen 7-0. We get in the winners bracket semifinals, and we lose a 9-inning heartbreaker to the LSU Unis, who end up being the eventual national championships, one of the best teams in the country year in, year out. You remember all those lessons we talked about we learned early in the season? Well, what did we do? We had a game off while 2 losers played to get to play us to go to the national tournament. What did we do during our time off? Do you remember? We had a break there. This team had matured enough to where we went over to the baseball field at Pearl River and we let our sophomores have their graduation ceremony. We handed out diplomas. Did we not? And I saw tears and I saw joy, and it's one of the highlights of the year to me because that's our ultimate goal. We want everybody to graduate. That's what you're here for. You're playing softball, and that's fun, but you got to get your academics. So we take a break. Now, what's our mental status? We just almost had the #1 team in the nation beat. We go 9 innings, we get beat, we go through a graduation ceremony, and we just come out and we dominate. We run rule Colin 11-1. It's not the easiest one. Coach Simmons not here yet, but me and him had to get on to him. It started getting late at night. If I remember, we got attacked by bugs, and it's about to get our bedtime, and me and Coach Simmons we're about to go sleep. Next thing you know, we scored 7 runs or something like that, something crazy. Just took off a little bit. Game 4, we get to the next day, we're in the greatest conference, the greatest region in America. I mean, there's no doubt. They let us take 2 teams out of our region because our region is so good. Somebody's either won or played for a national championship 7 years in a row. I mean, that's how good we are. So we're playing Eunice. It doesn't matter who wins, who loses, we're going to the national tournament. So everybody gets to play, and we gave them all they wanted. They ended up beating us 7-4, but it was a lot closer game than that all the way through, which was very impressive, and I think a lot of players really appreciated it. We had some players, we're going to talk about team in a little bit, didn't play as much as they wanted to, just like all teams do, and some probably played too much and this, that, and the other, whatever. But it was an exciting day to watch everybody get after it on the field. Then we move on to the national tournament, our first ever appearance for ICC Softball in the national tournament. Made history again. We're the first ever runner-up. Got a runner-up, nice round plaque over there for the Region 23. Never had one of those before. Going to the national tournament for the first time in Clinton. Get to go to the banquet. They actually got to dress up, smell good for once all year. You know, and we go to a banquet. They get to eat. They get to listen to one of the most boring speakers in the whole wide world. Bless his heart. All you want to talk about is lifting weights, and they're like, we lifted all year long. We know all about lifting weights and all this working hard. This guy's not teaching us anything, but no, it was fun. It was nice to be there. And the one thing that all the people at the national tournament said, we've been waiting on you guys. We knew y'all were coming. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. We thought it was going to be the year before, but y'all are here. We go 2-2. We finished 7th in the country, which is also a school record that we're, the highest finish we've ever had at the national tournament because we've never been there before. Not only is winning state, winning region, runner-up at the region tournament, finished 7th at the national tournament, school records. They just said all these school records, nobody can ever take it away from them. We're the first team in the old, considered North Division. Basketball and football still play North-South divisions. Up until 3 years ago, we were still in the division. We're the first school in the North that's ever accomplished any of those. So they have bragging rights over every other school is considered in our north area, which is a great accomplishment. They'll never take that away. What a remarkable team, what a remarkable staff. I know they're excited to get these rings. We had several people who won postseason awards, but if you look at our stats overall, I was talking to another coach today. Well, actually, it's Coach Collier of baseball. They just had their ceremony, ring ceremony a few weeks ago and stuff. And we had some people that were pretty high on some individual stuff, but not like you would think. Like our lead RBI person had 44 RBIs, which finished up 92nd in the country. But then you look right behind her and you got 44, 41, 39, 37, 35. And that's all the way through. We had 7 people that had over double figure stolen bases. We just set all these team records, but not individual records, which is what we're here to celebrate as a team. Their motto for the year was work as one. W-A-O. It was very satisfying to me as a coach of this group once everyone bought into the team aspect that every job, every person is important for the team to succeed. It was, and you had to like each other a little bit because if y'all remember a little bit too, we started out, we had to travel to Southwest to play right before the state tournament. There was a period where we stayed on a bus or a hotel room, in a hotel room together, 16 out of 20 nights. Yeah, 16 out of 20 nights. So you better like and respect your teammates, or you better have enough discussions with your coach to know who you better stay away from because y'all might not G-Hawk, and that's okay. Now, you don't have to be best friends to be teammates, and we talk about that all the time. When we come back and, to ICC 10, 20, 30 years anniversary celebrate, it's always going to be about the team and what the team accomplished. What this team, the entire team accomplished. What a great season. They just don't give away these rings in the MACJC in any sport. We talk about it all the time. We play the SEC West like football. That's what our softball conference is. We're going to present the rings. We're going to go in numerical order. Nobody's going to open up their box until everybody receives a ring. Right? Ellie? Ellie, hold on. I'm not ready for that. Ellie's always ready to go. And I can share a little story about each one of them. I'm tired of talking, but I can probably say something about each and every one of them. But do not open up your box. I learned a valuable lesson from Coach Collier a few weeks ago. We did that last year, and it did take away from some other people as they were coming because we are going numerical order and then the managers, coaches, and stuff. But everybody opened it once because CJ is sitting over here and he is on Johnny on the spot. And he wants to get everybody's reaction because some of you have seen the rings and some of you have not. You see, I don't have my ring on. I took a picture when we first got it. It's on my phone. I've never sent it to anybody. Nobody's ever done it. I'm not going to wear it before you guys. That's the man with the plan.
You the man with the plan.
And then we're going to count down at the end, each one. Now, when you come up to get your ring, that's when I'm going to take this microphone off and say a few words if you want to. You're not required, but you can say something if you want to. Number 1, Ellie Miney.
Thanks for everyone being here and supporting us always.
At number 13, Wallace State, we wouldn't play them because we used to play Wallace State in the fall all the time, and then it got to where it's gotten so hard to fill a schedule. Some people don't like getting beat all the time. That's some of the foundation ones came before them. So we go to play at Wallace State, and we have a little trick play. Ellie's playing center field, and the girl's on second base with no outs, and this is a huge game. I mean, we're a rival, even though they're in another state, because they're always in the top 10 in the country. And we run a pick play, and Ellie comes in from center field. She gets the ball, and she runs a perfect, being an outfielder, and she's played some infield. She runs a perfect pickoff play, one throw, the girl's out, and really changed the game away from us. Changed the game around for us. Number 2, Joanna JoJo Vasquez.
I'm like stage right now. Okay, thanks. But for real, last year was real fun with y'all. I really appreciated it.
JoJo's our everyday Eddie. She's ready to play at any moment. She's energized her bunny in the dugout and on the field. Was playing her best ball until a freak knee injury in the national tournament. It just happens, but I think, of course, we missed her for the next game, the next 2 games in the national tournament, but more people missed her at our summer camp than anything, because I think she just, those little kids, she looks eye to eye with them. They just love her. I might never get a chance to roast her again. I had to. Number 3, Olivia Burns.
Thanks my family, friends, and our fans and coaches for supporting me through every game.
Thank you. Now, how many people surprised that was that short? Much as she talks. Olivia, for the ones who don't know, she broke every pitching record we have here at ICC for a season and a career last year. So tremendous year by her. Number 4, Landon Stoddard. Great team player who helped Coach Rowland a great deal to get pitchers ready and she led the team most stress regarding her academics. She stresses me out, being stressed about academics all the time. And I'm an academic person. Number 5, Jessica Davis. Jessica, for the ones who don't know, it's not Jessica, it's Jessica. Jessica wanted to get on the field. She got behind a very, very good second baseman. So she said she wanted to be on the field, so she goes to the outfield and made the transition flawlessly and really helped our team by being able to move to another position, which is a testament to being a great teammate. Number 6, Hannah Sparks. Hannah Sparks, one of the fastest players we've had here this is my 9th year, but the only player I've ever seen hop from third base to home plate on a squeeze bunt at Wallace State because she had bruised her knee sliding in and didn't tell me, and still scored and was safe. It was a huge run in that game. Never did get the job done. Number 7, Summer Crowder.
Thank you to all my family and friends and the best team ever for a good year. Y'all come support us this year.
Summer was our home run leader, big time RBIs, and she always keeps it interesting. Number 8, Kaylee Nelson.
This is not my home state, but this is my home softball team, and they are my sisters, and I just really love that I chose coming to play ICC in Mississippi State.
Not Mississippi State, but Mississippi State of Mississippi.
I figured you were going to say roll tide every second. Kaylee beat Jones. Enough said. Enough said. Number 10, Mary Kay Butler.
Just want to say thank you to all the fans and my parents and my team for supporting me and being there. Thank you.
Mary Kay helped to beat Pearl River. We were down 3-1. She held them over 3 innings until our offense got going, and she always kept Coach Rowland busy. Number 11, Samantha Conley. Sam is in Louisiana. She's not able to be here with us, but we're going to get her a ring. We're going to FaceTime her actually here in a little bit. But she was our defensive quarterback, our number 3 hitter for 2 years. She's clutch at the plate and in the field. And if it went for distance, we know her and her family will be here, and they'll probably be watching us over and over online numerous times. Number 12, Maddie Miney.
Thanks for everybody supporting us, and I'm going to miss y'all so much this season, but I'm so happy for all the memories we made.
One of our VIPs here, Mr. Adam Gordon.
All right, so we just wrapped up basketball. I'm going to step in real quick. Tell everybody thank y'all for letting us be a small part of the ride last year. Once an Indian, always an Indian. Love everybody. Roll Tribe.
That's a busy man right there. Number 13, Lily Moore. Short story about Lily. Lily debated for about 2 weeks after her freshman year if she was going to play or not. She didn't know if she was going to come back. And something I want you to remember, and I'm going to get to this in a little bit, but playing sports is rewarding. It's not always fun. And it's one of the life lessons our bunch learns. It's not always fun, but it is rewarding. After a couple of weeks, she told me she didn't know why, but she felt the Lord was leading her to come back for another year. She was as honest as can be. If you know Liddy, you know you can get straight to it. I think maybe tonight give her some validation of why the Lord wanted her to come back for another year. Number 15, Hannah Swaller. Hannah had a big win with Northwest. She had several big starts in games that we just run rule teams. I mean, just put up lots of numbers. She missed her playoff run, but she definitely made the right choice for her future health, which is number 1 priority. We missed her, and we're glad that she's continued as we went through the whole playoffs and was a big part of it. Even though she wasn't there in person, she was there all the time. That she was keeping in contact with all the kids. Number 16, Mackenzie Toombs. She's just like my wife. She won't be a teacher and she won't talk in public. When you see the term team player in the dictionary, you're going to see Mackenzie's picture right there. You won't find a better teammate. You won't find a better kid to coach. You won't find a better kid in general. She's good as gold. Number 17, Hope Harbin.
I just want to thank all of you guys for coming to support this season or last season and come this season too. And I'm going to miss you guys so much.
Some of y'all might not recognize Hope. She went back to her natural hair color. She walked in her house last week for a Christmas party. I think Miss Dana knew who she was at first. Hope, probably, I would consider our most improved player for the first half, second half of the season. And she just really took off in the second half of the season for us. Number 20, Rachel Sternisha.
I'm just so thankful that y'all are my sisters, and I had one of the best seasons last year, and I miss y'all.
She get everybody teared up. Rachel made another really good second baseman go to the outfield play, as we mentioned a while ago with Davis. After her freshman season, she told me she was not only going to play defense, but she was going to be in the offensive lineup as a sophomore. She sat in the office, she said, "Coach, I'm going to be in the lineup." I said, "Well, show me." Well, boy, did she ever do that. She was our number 2 hitter, our clutch hitter. She carried us for a while when we had some games that we were struggling in, and it led to her a scholarship and moving on. Number 21, Maggie Smithy. Maggie might be a good luck charm. She won like 3 of those in high school. She lets everybody know that. If you're going to hit your first and only home run during your freshman season, why not do it on the biggest stage like she did during the first game of the national tournament? Might as well. Number 22, Emma Grace Shell. Right there in the dictionary with tunes for a team player. She caught bullpens. She stayed ready behind the best catcher in the state all year. She had to keep Coach Rowland on his toes all the time. Thank you for all you did, Emma. Number 24, Savannah Stamps is not with us tonight. She had some other obligations she had to do, but Savannah's one of those that she worked her tail off. She probably matured as much as any player that I've coached since I've been ICC. I didn't think she was going to make it through the first month in August. And they're all shaking their head and go, yeah, to where did she actually get a state championship ring, which is awesome. Number 27, Casey Carpenter.
Thank y'all for coming to support us all year, and I hate I won't be out there with y'all this year, but y'all make sure to kiss some butt, alright?
Let me talk about Casey. They pick on me. We missed her dearly in the playoffs after a back injury against Gulf Coast. Pretty much, she actually played hurt all season long. And that injury later required surgery, but she worked her tail off enough rehabbing to try to give it a chance to play in the national tournament. And she got out there, and she ended up having some major surgery. For a kid her age, she shouldn't have to have back surgery like she did. But she was also the one that shared the story, which touched my heart, about fun versus rewarding. Sometimes getting up and working it out and doing all the work we do is not the most fun, but nights like tonight is what makes it rewarding. So I appreciate that. Number 30, Macy Cox.
I'm gonna go off what Kaylee said. Being 4 hours away from home, funny story. The summer before my senior year, me and my mom were sitting in the car in Brandon, Mississippi on a rain delay. And the Itawamba van was parked beside us, and we were sitting there trying to figure out how to say the name of the school and making fun of the way it looked. And little did I know, 2 weeks later I was going to get an email from Coach Kirk. And I sent him my paperwork, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to go there. And later that fall, Coach Thompson came up to me in Florence and asked if I wanted to come on a visit, and I was like, sure. Never heard of this place, I was like, okay. I came here, fell in love, it was my home. And we had a good run of freshman year and a fabulous run our second year. And I want to say thank you for all the parents and all the support we had and all the girls. And not gonna lie, when I put it on that purple and gold, I felt like a traitor. I was like, oh my goodness, like this doesn't feel right. I feel like I should be in navy and red. But thank y'all, and I'm gonna miss y'all.
Macy, she's one of our babies that come to campus at 17, so she really did have to grow up. Her mom had to sign all of her papers before she got here. She was a clutch run producer. She was our RBI leader. She was our on base percentage leader. She worked hard to become a solid first baseman. She was always positive, and she was always a realist. She's a true ICC softball alumni because she came to our games when we played Union this fall. On one of her days off, she's busy playing college ball. She came and watched us play. Besides this great group, y'all not opening rings, right? Everybody's following instruction. Ellie, you're in charge. It takes a great staff to achieve championship season. And boy, do we have a great staff. And that starts with Madison Haley, our student sports information assistant. Hunter, we're going to see her on ESPN one of these days. She's going to be a commentator talking. But she did a great job of juggling. She kept her scorebook for us. She sent in scores during the innings to Gore and his staff. She took action shots. She did post-game interviews, on and on and on. What an asset. I don't know how she juggled all that, but it really helped us and it helped you guys keep up what was going on. And then our manager, Peerless McDonald.
I just want to say thank you all of y'all for allowing them to come here, and thank you for accepting me, because I came in September, and I remember my first game. It was weird. I never thought I'd be a softball manager, because I played football in high school, so it was a little weird. But I remember my first day out there, like, Coach Roland had told me to catch up for, I didn't know what that was. So he had told me what it was, so I got a glove, and they started throwing the balls, and I'm like, I tried to catch one, oh, that's too hard. Then I tried to catch another one, oh, that's too hard too. And then I realized, well, this is college, so they're all gonna throw it hard. So that's when I realized then, as we went on through the year, like, I became closer with them, like, I started opening up, and I realized that even though, like, I played football for, like, 4 years with a couple of guys I call my family, but it just took a year just for me to, like, open up my trust and my heart to them. I just want to say thank you, I love you.
I call him my bodyguard, but in reality, he's the program's bodyguard. Nobody messed with our team when he was around. And as y'all can tell as a crowd, when P. Daddy spoke, everybody listens. Especially our last huddle after our last game, after our historic season in the national tournament. I don't think there was a dry house in the house when we think the world of Peerless, and he's on track to get his grades. We're going to graduate, and we're pushing him, and it's going to happen. Even though he's around all these girls, they drive him crazy. He's a big brother to them. Then I want to move on to our coaching staff. Coach Thompson.
Alright, first of all, I want to thank the girls. Y'all had such a great year. My first year was just great with y'all. Amazing first year at ICC to be a coach and to be a part of it. But not only did I have a baby of my own, but y'all prepared me to be a mama much earlier. Whether it being, hey, Coach Thompson, I got a headache. What do I need to take? I'm like, Lord knows your mama told you to take some ibuprofen. Or whether it be, I got a hole in my pants. Could you please give me another pair? There's no telling how many phone calls or texts I got through the night, in the morning, throughout the day, but I was always there to get them whatever they needed.
Regarding those pants, Coach Collier tell you, that's JUCO, baby. Wear them with pride. But Coach Thompson, she's a former player. She didn't get to experience this during her playing career at ICC, but she's one of the founding ones who laid the foundation for you guys for this to happen. She accomplished this first year in her program. She did a great job supervising the managers and players this past year. And yeah, if she'd been here probably another year ahead, I mean, she probably wouldn't have had a baby, because y'all were enough birth control after all the questions y'all asked her. Lord mercy. Coach Simmons.
Yes, sir. Sorry I'm late, but my mom wouldn't let me leave till I'd done my homework, so. It's good to be back. It's good to see my dogs here, I tell you. No doubt, I missed each and every one of them. And I want you to know that that last day that I spent with you on the field, I was sincere. Each and every one of you will always be a part of me. And I'll never forget each and every one of you. Because you can leave ICC, but ICC will never leave you. Thank you, Coach.
Believe it or not, I've known this guy since I was 12 years old. And we've been chasing championships a long time together. But Coach, I tell you, we talk a lot of ball, but we talk more about life. And for some reason, he and I keep getting older every year, and they stay the same age. I don't know why. Coach Rowland.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody. I mean, I started off new year, new job, different college, but every part of me leads back to these guys right here. And oof, we've been through the gullies and the highs with these over here, but y'all are fabulous.
Sometimes you don't realize the sacrifice that your assistant coaches have to make. Coach Rowland, a lot of you didn't know, he was getting up every morning at 7 o'clock and he was working with the grounds department till lunch. And then he'd go grab a quick bite of lunch, whatever he could wolf down. And then he was out there the rest of the day with us, either games, getting on the bus, traveling, all that. But his first year with the program, did a tremendous job. He ran our bullpens. He balanced out the pitcher's mental status, which I didn't even know was possible. Mental pitchers are, they're finicky. And he had his hands full, but he did a great job with that. I appreciate our staff, the sacrifices they make. I appreciate the families of our staff for allowing them to chase their dreams. I do have one more person I want to recognize before we open our boxes. I know y'all get ready. My MVP, my VIP, our team mom, Miss Dana. I knew she was. She allows me to run all over the Southeast recruiting, staying up late nights, scouting reports, putting scouting reports together, making she makes sure our team is well fed and loved. Just name a few of the things she brings to our program. Fun times. It's not always easy being a coach's wife or spouse, as Michael's found out. After opening the rings, we'll have photo opportunities. If any fans would like to address the crowd, you're more than welcome to. You mix and mingle until it's time to walk over to recognition service at halftime of the boys basketball game. What we're going to do is we've got some people who are looking out for us. When it gets to about 10 minutes before halftime of the boys game, we're going to announce for you guys if y'all want to head on out, and I'll get back on the microphone and tell you the best way to get there. Everybody will get free admitted to the game, and we're going to walk you through so you can get up and get ready for pictures. Video, whatever you want to do on the home side, which is on the side that the scores table's on, which we'll be facing. And then about 5 minutes before, we'll walk over, we'll be in numerical order, we'll come out and they'll recognize some stuff. You guys ready? Everybody got it out of your box? CJ, you ready? He got some fancy stuff. We waited a while for that stuff to come in, didn't we, CJ? It was good though. All right, y'all ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Like them? Y'all surprised? Get some bling bling? Alright, we're going to do one group photo.
We can do that wall.
Against that wall right there, and then we have all these flags, all this stuff up here from all of our success we've had this year for you guys, mixing in pictures made with. We also have some brochures up here if you want some from our season. It's got some highlights. Thank you everybody for coming out, and we will mix and mingle, and then once we go over to the basketball game, we'll be dismissed after that. So, players, y'all go there.
Alright guys, we're here at the ring ceremony for the 2018 softball team. Maxie, how does it feel just to be back home at ICC?
It feels really good. I know I've made McKenzie, Tennessee my new home, but being back in Fulton, Mississippi at my first home, it just feels amazing.
And how does it feel to have the new bling on your hand?
Well, even though we won the bling last year, getting a bigger ring and going farther,
more memorable and better. And one last thing, how does it feel to be back with your teammates?
Oh, I've missed the girls so much. We've bonded over the year, and I wish Itawamba was a 4-year because 1 year is not enough.
Well, thank you so much, and it's so good to have you back. All right, guys, we're here with JoJo. JoJo, how does it feel to be back with your teammates?
Feels great. I missed them a lot during the summer and everything else. Wish I was back with them actually.
So now that you're back with your teammates, how does it feel to be back on the campus at ICC?
Feels like I'm at home all over again, like I'm just about to get ready for practice or something.
All right, and one last thing, how does it feel to have just another ring on your hand?
Feels great. I felt we deserved it a lot. We worked our butts off for it, and as a team, we deserved it.
For sure. Well, it's really good to have you back, and we missed you a whole lot. We're here with Rachel Stranisha. Rachel, just how does it feel to be back at ICC? Does it feel like home still?
It feels great to be back here. I'm so glad I got to see everybody, see all my old teammates, my friends. I really missed them.
And how does it feel? I see you have your other ring with you. How does it feel to have 2 rings now?
It feels awesome. The hard work really paid off, and I'm so glad I got to share it with these girls. They mean the world to me.
So, talking about the girls, how does it feel to just reunite with all your teammates?
Well, it feels awesome, man. I wish I could stay here, but I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I got to see everybody.
MACJC State Championship, Region 23 runner-up honors, and for the first time in the history of the program, participating in the national tournament. In addition, Coach Andy Kirk and his staff were named Coaching Staff of the Year for the second straight season. Those in attendance for the special ring presentation tonight include number 1, Ellie Miney, number 2, Joanna Vasquez, number 3, Olivia Burns, number 4, Landon Stoddard, number 5, Jessica Davis. Number 6, Hannah Sparks. Number 7, Summer Pryor. Number 8, Kaylee Nelson. Number 10, Mary Kate Butler. Number 12, Maddie Lang. Number 13, Lily Moore. Number 15, Hannah Swaller. Number 16, Mackenzie Two. Number 17, Coach Corbin. Number 20, Rachel Stranisha. Number 21, Maggie Smithy. Number 22, Elizabeth Shea. Number 27, Casey Carpenter. Number 30, Casey Cox. Manager, Peerless McDonald. Student Sports Information Department, Madison Hayden. Assistant coaches, David Thompson, Peter Senning, and Daniel Rowland, and head coach, Andy Kirk. We want to thank the winners of this tournament tonight. Congratulations, ICC 2019 State Championship Softball Team.